Hey everyone, welcome to Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror, all the time. Now in this video, I'm going to discuss a new update about Scream 8, which will reveal to us not only the locked-in filming timeline, but also the location of where Scream 8 will be filmed. So, are we going somewhere new for Scream 8? Are we staying in Pine Grove, Indiana? Or are we returning to Woodsboro? It's time to find out those answers right now. Let's go.
Hi, I'm John Copeman, and I was stunt coordinator on Scream 5. You're watching Craving Something Scary.
So I want to give a quick shout out to my friend Kay for forwarding me the newest release of Production Weekly, which is the official trade publication for the film and TV industry. So thanks, Kay. You can see her over on Twitter, or I should say X now. All right, this is super credible, guys, from Production Weekly. When they make an update, you could pretty much take it to the bank. So let's get into it. Now here is the newest Production Weekly update for Scream 8. And what's important to note is the two red arrows. The first one, it says status is March 2026. So let's stop there. The reason this is important is because the last time we got the update, it said filming would begin, which is the status, would begin in the first quarter of 2026. Well, now it's been narrowed down from just, the first quarter to March, specifically of 2026. So really, just a week or two after Scream 7 releases in theaters, Scream 8 will be filming and completely underway. So it will still be in theaters, going strong, hopefully, while Scream 8 begins the filming process. So this is a big update. So we now know March. The filming starts in March. Now, the next red arrow, it says location is Atlanta. All right. So, filming location now, this is new. We did not know this before. This is brand new. Filming location returns to Atlanta, where, remember, Scream 7 was filmed in Atlanta and around the Atlanta area. So knowing now that Scream 8 is in Atlanta again, there's some things, guys, that it leads me to believe. And the first thing is that I believe Scream 8 will once again take place in Pine Grove, Indiana. We speculate all the time. Is it Woodsboro? Is it a new place? Is it still in Pine Grove? I really believe we just got our answer on the location. They're staying there, and I think they can, it can easily go back to the town square of Dallas, Georgia, which is where the Pine Grove, Indiana's town is. It's actually Dallas, Georgia. And I'm sure they've already secured the permits and contracts, everything they need to do with the city to go back and overhaul it once again and make it Pine Grove. This seems to me, going back to Pine Grove, it makes the most sense to me. I think it's most likely of the scenarios. Now, of course, it doesn't have to be. They could certainly still be in the Atlanta area and calling it something else. But it really makes sense, guys, to me that Pine Grove is where we're going to be at again in Scream 8. And if it is indeed a return to Pine Grove, which I do think it will be, I do not expect a time jump to happen in Scream 8. Because we always wonder, is it right? Is it going to happen the day after, a year after, 2 years after, whatever? Well, I tend to believe that we're probably going to see Scream 8 happening right after the events of Scream 7. Much like we saw with Halloween Kills, remember, picking up right after where Halloween 2018 ended, like literally right where it ended, the same exact moment. Now, having said that, I will say this also. If this doesn't mean they're going to pick up at the exact moment. I just want to make that clear. I'm hoping that that kind of happens, but it does not mean necessarily it will. So I do believe though that if they don't pick up at the exact moment that Scream 7 ends, I believe it will be very recent after the events. I think it'll be probably within 6 months or at the latest like a year. I could see it being 1 year later. And that's like the very latest. I think it's going to be really close to the events of Scream 7. I really do. I believe it will be very close to the timeline. If it's not the same night or the next day, I think it'll be very soon, within a year. And the reason I think that I lean towards it being the same night or the same, at the same time that Scream 7 ended, the events, is because to me, this is another arrow that all point to this being a cliffhanger ending in Scream 7. I've mentioned it to you guys before here on the channel. Kevin has wanted a cliffhanger ending twice in the Scream franchise. He wanted it in Scream 2, and Wes Craven overruled it. He wanted it in Scream 4, and Wes Craven overruled it there as well. So Kevin Williamson has been wanting a cliffhanger ending historically a lot for the franchise. So, 2 of the 3 movies he wrote, he wanted cliffhangers in. That's a lot. So, if that is the case, and Scream 7 does end on that cliffhanger that I think it potentially will, then it makes sense that the events of Scream 8 will happen the day of, the night of, the day after, like right there. It all is going to depend, of course, on the cliffhanger itself, right? How is it written? Like, what is it? What is the cliffhanger? That's going to help us determine how it's going to work. It may not make sense to be the same moment. I don't know. That's up in the air till we see the movie. But I could also see the cliffhanger situation where, something happens at the last minute of the movie, and we talked about it. Like Sydney gets a phone call, and there's another Ghostface. We think the movie's over, and literally everything's about to end, and bam, here's a phone call. Sydney picks it up. We've got Ghostface on the other line. Bam, and then the movie goes to credits or something like right after the scene. That's a cliffhanger. That's a big time full cliffhanger ending. If it's something like that, to me it makes the most sense that Scream 8 picks up right after there and just carries that story through where the 7 ended. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for. But worst case scenario, in my opinion, it's going to happen at least within the week of it, 6 months to a year later at the most. And I think we're back in Pine Grove, Indiana, folks. That's where we're going to be for Scream 8. That's my opinion right now. It could change, but right now, that's what it looks like to me. So, guys, those are my thoughts about this outstanding Scream update. I think it's great. We've learned from Production Weekly 2 new things, and I think it's fantastic as we continue to get more information about Scream 8. Scream 7's not even out. This is incredible. Well, guys, listen, this is my favorite part of every video. I want to know your thoughts now, your ideas. What do you think about these 2 updates for Scream 8? I know you guys have ideas and theories already thinking about it. So I want to know what you're thinking. So remember, the only way for me to know your thoughts and ideas is for you to share them in the comments section below right now, even as I'm still wrapping the video up. Start typing. I love to read your comments, guys. I enjoy it so much, and I love to have a discussion with you. So please leave your comments now, and we'll get into it. All right, guys. That's all for this update. I'll be back soon with more Scream 7 and 8 updates as they become available, plus other horror movie content as well. So please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed the content and subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you as a part of the community here. All right, until next time, this is Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Thank you for watching.